Are you still trying to figure out what to do with Dad this Father's Day weekend? Bring the whole family to Agape Baptist Church this Saturday night, June 20th, for an evening of food, fun, and laughter featuring the acclaimed Hayden, Alabama podcast live. Dinner begins at 5 o'clock, the show starts at 6, and everyone will be entered into our big giveaway. It's completely free and designed for the entire family. Join us at Agape Baptist Church, 78 Dick Hayes Road in Scottsboro. Learn more at familyfunscottsboro.com or call 256-574-5992. If you love small town stories, Southern humor, and an evening filled with laughs, don't miss this special event. The acclaimed Hayden, Alabama podcast is coming to Agape Baptist Church in Scottsboro this Saturday night, June 20th. Admission is absolutely free and includes dinner at 5 p.m., the live event at 6 p.m., and entry into our big giveaway. Bring your family, invite your neighbors, and enjoy an unforgettable evening together. We're located at 78 Dick Hayes Road. Visit familyfunscottsboro.com or call 256-574-5992 for details. Looking for an affordable family entertainment? How does free sound? Free dinner, free live entertainment with the Hayden, Alabama podcast, free entry into a big giveaway. All happening this Saturday night, June 20th at Agape Baptist Church in Scottsboro. Dinner begins at 5 p.m. and the event starts at 6. The only thing you need to bring is your family and maybe your appetite. Join us at 78 Dick Hayes Road or register your free spot at familyfunscottsboro.com or by calling 256-574-5992. Excited to talk about the Hayden Alabama podcast with John Klein. You ready for this?
I was born ready. Stay ready so I ain't got to get ready.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. All right, and we are on. So we're looking right there above the exit sign there, Jonathan. So yeah, we are here today. We are talking about the Hayden, Alabama Live podcast that's coming to Agape. We're going with a little bit of an old school, like, live stream, Facebook Live, even though for some reason Facebook's being finicky. We're not on Facebook right now. But we are going to be watching some of our favorite Hayden, Alabama podcast moments, obviously courtesy of the Hayden, Alabama podcast YouTube channel. And full disclosure, I've not seen some of these. Jonathan picked them.
I absolutely love them. There's just nothing better than good, clean comedy that people like me. I believe it's Paul that says, the uneducated individuals that are going out and prospering, and it just cracks me up.
Wait,
is it not Paul?
You're not. No, I mean it is Paul, but like you're.
We're just normal people.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say you're acting like you're uneducated, but you're heading for a doctorate, if I remember correctly.
We're a little ways off.
Well, I mean, that's okay.
As my youth kids tell me, I am homeschooled college.
Homeschooled. I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna take it as a good. A good thing though. But one thing that you can do, because obviously we're trying to get the word out about the event that's coming up this Saturday, June 20th. It's the day before Father's Day. The meal starts at 5 p.m. And then the event actually starts at 6 p.m. And it's pretty streamlined event, right?
Pretty streamlined. Not a lot of fluff to it. The guys are going to come in and tell stories, cut up with the crowd, and then there will be a gospel presentation. Of course, everything we do, we try to point it back towards Jesus, and that's something those guys share along with us. And after that, some giveaways. Yeah, some giveaways, which we'll talk about a little bit later on in this live event. And so once again, like and share this video. If you're seeing it on Facebook, because we had to share it on Facebook. If you're watching it on YouTube, obviously you can comment there on YouTube, but like and share it on Facebook, because for some reason Facebook was being a little finicky about us jumping on live. And so anyway, you can do that, and that way you can let people know. You can share the event page. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get into kind of our first video clip, because you'll be able to see these on the screen. Jonathan and I are going to watch them on our computer here and just kind of respond to them as they're coming, because that's going to be that's just going to. Jonathan, have you've seen these live reaction videos, right? I love them.
Do you love them? Okay.
I love them. The comment reading ones are my favorite.
Oh, yeah. Which you never know, that might end up being this one.
Down a rabbit hole.
Those two guys have faces made for podcasting, not
made for radio.
yeah, not live streaming. So anyway, so our first video is going to be one called Decision and Commitment. So here we go. I'm going to start it here, and then y'all are going to watch it online.
I've always loved a turkey hunt. I was just going to spend the night in New Orleans and get up real early, about 2 in the morning, and drive up to South Mississippi and turkey hunt. I had my turkey stuff on the seat right there. My shells and my vest, they were in my vest pocket, and my gun was laying right there on the seat. When I came out of seminary, I kind of goosed it a little bit. The shells went all on the floor. I stuck the shells in my gun, and I said, I need to run my ATM. So I pulled in there, I accessed my account, and I didn't have very much money in there, but what I had was mine. And I got to looking right in front of me, and there's a character with a dog collar on. I think he was the leader of the bunch. I looked to my left over there, and it was the ugliest fella I'd ever seen in my life. Ugly. UGLY. He didn't have no alibi. He was ugly. M-A, how you think he got that way? His mama. And I looked out there to my right, and there was a fellow with pink and purple hair walking toward me. And the fellow in the bushes over here, in the azalea bushes, he had a diaper on, too. I ain't sure what he had in mind, but I knew I didn't want no part of it. I accessed my account, and they waited just at the right time, and they all started making a move on me. Well, I grabbed old Trusty Rusty there. Abigail's her name. I pumped that thing. And when that Magnum 870 swallowed that long brass high velocity turkey thumping down a whopping mojo load, and she seated in there, old dog collar went to giving the signal. And I think that means stop. I got my money. And the moral of that story is there's a difference between decisions and commitments. They made a decision to take my money. I made a commitment to keep it.
Wow. So they made a decision to take my money. I made a decision to keep it. You got to press that button right there. Red is hot. There you go.
Red is hot?
Red is hot.
I don't think I've been on this whole time.
Oh, well, you know, that's. I think you have. I was getting good signal on here earlier. Okay, so that's brother Robin, but also known as
Brother Blink,
who doesn't blink apparently.
So there's a story behind that.
Okay.
He did let us know he has Parkinson's.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
part of the blinking, but when they first started, everybody noticed he didn't blink too much. And everybody would be posting on the comments, "Blink, brother, blink." and they're like, if you're in trouble, blink twice. And
Oh my goodness!
It kind of went on from there. But
wow.
Another thing about Brother Robin, he is a pastor as well.
Okay.
But
I had heard that. Yeah.
Good storytelling, good funny story. It's just the way he presents it is just hilarious.
And so that's kind of so if there's people who are watching this that are new, they've never heard of the Hayden, Alabama podcast, then that is a good kind of sampling. And that's kind of what this is all about, folks. So we're watching these videos because you may not have ever heard of the Hayden, Alabama podcast, but we are watching some of the videos today. These folks, the two main guys, are going to be here live on Saturday night here at Agape Baptist Church. Free event, and so what are their names? Tell me about them.
It's Philip and Shane.
Okay, not our Shane.
Not our Shane.
Not Sugar Shane.
He would fit in though.
You know what? I could totally see that.
We're going to probably set something up to get him.
Yeah,
on stage.
we might need to make that happen. Okay, so Philip and Shane.
Yep.
Okay.
Philip is a pastor as well.
Okay.
And they're all believers, churchgoers, just good, godly men. And I enjoy like I said, the clean comedy.
Right.
You can't find that nowadays. You can't find the family events where you can just go and listen and not have to worry about what your children are going to hear or if it's going to be out of context or anything. So that was something that was on my heart to get these guys up here, that everybody can listen to them. We can all have a good time. Yeah,
absolutely. I love that. And are they relatively new, or
they've been at it probably? I know when we were doing the podcast, I'd reached out to them a year or two ago about possibly getting together, and they're a lot of video, whereas we on the Real Life of Christ podcast we're all audio.
Right.
And I had reached out to them about getting some insight, and it never came to fruition. But probably I'd say 2-3 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know we mentioned about just a few weeks ago that they had been kind of courted, offered by Spotify for them to, be, I guess, maybe exclusively on Spotify, and they turned it down. These guys are really down to earth. I mean, they're Hayden, Alabama guys. I mean, right? So this is not a Joe Rogan experience. It's not Theo Vaughn. in the content, but then also in just the relatability. I mean, that's I think one of the reasons that it's a family event on Saturday night is because everybody's going to have fun at the event. We'll feed you 5 p.m. There's a free meal, and that's obviously limited quantity. You know, I mean, unless 5 loaves and 2 fishes kind of thing happens. You know, I mean, put that to the test if you want to. We'd love to see if that would happen. But that's kind of what makes them unique, and so yeah, pretty funny. So we're gonna watch another clip too here. This one is called the plowed dirt, and looks like this is another Brother Blink, and there's another guy here. I mean, I guess they have multiple people on the podcast. They have
multiple guests on and different people. This one, I'm not sure of his name, but it's Brother Blink telling another story.
Okay, so here we go. This is y'all.
But we were catching so many fish, it was like work. It become a burden. It done got late at night. Everybody done got tired and sleepy, and we still had fish to dress. I was over there just dressing fish. I was shucking them. A group of folks drove up, and they said, could they have some fish? I said, well, sure. And they said, we want dressed fish. I said, well, no, I ain't gonna give you none of my dressed fish. I didn't put too much effort into these. Well, it escalated from there, and it went to, I had an invitation by one of their spokesmen to step out here in the plowed dirt. Now, I had been to the plowed dirt before, and with all the confidence of a Dominica rooster, I stepped out there in the plowed dirt, and before he got ready, I did the old hop, skip, jump on him, and I hit him as hard. I come through South Louisiana with a right hook over the top, caught him on the chin just flush. I mean, I knocked the fire out of him. I'm ready to strut around a little bit, you know. But that old fella, this is all he did. He didn't stumble. He didn't bleed. He didn't fall. Now, the next part of the story was a blur for me because the next thing I knew, the biggest, strongest, hardest hand wrapped around my head in the plowed dirt. And every time I'd exhale, I'd see a little puff of dirt. He said, we're going to get some of your fish. I said, help yourself.
Help yourself to the dressed fish. Well, I can dress them more. I can clean them up a little bit more. Wow. Okay, so the plowed dirt.
Yeah.
The fresh, loose. So Brother Blink thought he would need to get a jump on him, and he didn't make much of an impact with his punch.
Well, I think we've all been in those situations where we're gonna get the best of them.
I mean, I was gonna ask you because I've never been. Have you? Are you saying that you've been in
an altercation?
In some of these situations?
I have been in an altercation or two.
I've only been punched twice in my life.
Oh,
Jeffrey Ragland at Blossomwood Elementary School. Jeffrey, if you're watching, we need to reconnect, brother. He punched me in the face on 2 separate occasions, and if it goes back to
hold on, the same guy on 2 occasions.
Yeah, we would clash every now and then on the playground, and he never got I didn't go crying to the whatever. But I quit doing what I was doing real quick.
Yeah.
Jonathan, this was back in the day of like metal slides, that were like 150,000 degrees in the Alabama heat, and so yeah, it was just a different time.
Y'all were built different.
But I think what he did, Jeffrey Ragland, once again, shout out to you if you're watching. But what it did do is it did convince me that I was not a fighting man. I was gonna be the shepherd, the protector. I'll herd the sheep this way or something.
You do seem like more of a lover than a fighter.
Right, of course, as my wife would surely say. But I'm getting that you are a good mixture of both, the fighter and the lover.
I wish I was a better fighter. I wouldn't have these stories.
I don't know what you're. Okay, so have you ever had a fight in the plowed dirt?
Not in the plowed dirt. I remember one time I went to school here in Scottsboro, and they would drop us off behind the old high school. There's Collins now, and we would walk around Collins, and we would go to the football stadium for football practice. And I don't remember the context of the story, but I know I called out one of them other little boys, and
how old are you?
Josh Hastings. I'll call him.
Okay.
Hey,
If you're watching Josh Hastings,
you gave me a slice of humble pie.
please come Saturday night.
That's
You
right.
can, repentance and forgiveness is restoration is possible.
We had to be in middle school, so 7th, 8th grade, something
Okay.
like that. It had to be 7th grade or 10th grade because I went to another school.
Okay,
for
yeah.
those 2 years. But we bebopped on around there, and I thought I was going to give him some. And next thing I know, he had me by both ears.
Before I knew it.
Before I knew it, the strongest hands are wrapped around my head. And he kneed me in the face one time. And I didn't know what had happened to me.
He'd been watching some UFC.
He wrestled. He was a wrestler, and I was not.
He was like, I'm going to do one of these moves I can't do in wrestling,
He did. Man, my eyes swelled up, and this probably wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, right. No, I get that. I get that.
I've been there.
And what you were a fighter?
I did. As I grew older in age, I got some training. And
Not just quarrelsome, but,
No, not
but
just
actually professional.
okay. Amateur mixed martial arts.
Right, okay. So you didn't, not at the White House last night?
No.
Not
They
that
couldn't
level.
afford me.
Well, Dana White, I've heard Dana White won't come off his wallet.
They couldn't pull me out of retirement. I had to come do this.
Yeah, right. Of course. So Brother Blink had a little trouble in the plowed dirt. I see they've made some merch.
Oh yeah.
About the plowed dirt.
You got to. You gotta
Okay.
do some
Yeah.
work.
So this event Saturday night, we're gonna have some giveaways. Now I have heard some rumors about giveaways, and I just need to confirm with you whether or not they're accurate. Okay. Somebody told me that that Shane McLemore was going to take whoever won that giveaway to Big Mike's for a all expenses paid meal. Are you aware of anything like that?
Man, I can't deny it.
Okay, so I need to probably not promote that one until we get confirmation from Shane. Okay.
I can just see him screaming around. I didn't say that.
But there may be a Big Mike's gift card.
Quite possible.
Quite possible. You can register for the event. The pre-registration is free, totally free. We just need a head count at familyfunscottsboro.com. We got a domain name just for this event, familyfunscottsboro.com. It'll take you to the registration page. And so when you get here that night, if you want to be in the running for some of these giveaways, all you'll do is go and register, on site. And there's going to be several giveaways that we'll do. Like I said, some gift cards. Since it is a family fun night, we'll do gift cards for some family outings and some meals. Because Jonathan, I don't know if you've noticed when you take your family out to eat, it's not as cost effective, as it used to be when Taco Bell had 99-cent Mexi Melts.
Don't even bring up Taco Bell. I go there by myself, and it cost me $10. The lady, I think she felt bad for me though, because I ordered a meal. I ordered just a beefy 5-layer and a drink. It was like $10.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Honey, you can get this in a box, and you can get 5 things, and it's like $7."
You get some cinnamon twists.
Yeah,
and
cinnamon
some,
twists.
Yeah,
You see, you've been getting the same box.
I've seen it before. I've seen other people get it before. Don't tell my wife.
Nobody's listening.
And so we'll have some giveaways for some nicer restaurants, and then for some family-oriented restaurants. And
Taco Bell's not nice.
We have thrown out Big Mike's, and if I had to, Big Mike's or Taco Bell,
You're setting the bar awful high.
I don't know what your date nights look like, Jonathan. Chris, and if he tries to take you to Taco Bell for date night, please call me.
She loves it. What are you talking about?
You must have trained her in some respect. I mean, I don't know. No, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. But we've got some other big giveaways, and we'll talk about those a little bit later because those are significant giveaways. Okay, so we're gonna watch another video here, and this one I'm recognizing this guy.
Yeah.
I follow this guy on Facebook, and he was a guest on the Hayden Alabama podcast as Trent Ellis.
Trent
right?
Ellis, yeah.
And the title of the video, "Day Mama Found the Lil Wayne Download."
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here we go. We're going. This is this is the video.
Lil Wayne. I know y'all have heard of him.
Oh, yeah.
Not Lil Wayne that owns a country store down
Yeah,
there.
we stopped at Wayne's country store.
This one's a little bit
Different
different.
I didn't know he was a rapper.
This
It
is
didn't look like a rap.
It was 2007 or 8 when the song come out. This is called Lollipop.
Mm-hmm.
And I downloaded it and I was listening to it. Well, my mama to this day is a saint of a woman. She pulls up and picks me up at football practice one day. And she hands me a sheet of copy paper. And she said, "If you would, do me a favor." She said, "Read that right there." And I looked at it, and it just had a bunch of words on it. At the top, it said, "Lyrics of Lollipop by Lil Wayne."
Me.
And I was like, "Oh, crap." I said, "Mama, I'm sorry." She said, "Nope, be quiet. Just all I want you to do is read the lyrics right there, Trent. Read those lyrics, and let's see if we can glorify Jesus in reading these lyrics."
Yes, I like that. I like Trent's mom's style there.
I do too.
Good night.
I'm not calling anybody out, but I could see Mama Tara doing this to River Tucker.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
I may
100%.
just throw a CD in their car just so this happens.
Be like, "Miss Tara, did you see the CD that was?" Yeah. Did you ever hear about how I pranked Tucker? So Tucker, if you're listening, I know this is still traumatic to you, but Tucker had just gotten his license.
Okay.
He had that little Xterra.
Yeah.
And so I went and was picking Maddie up from swim practice one night, and he was there picking up one of his siblings from swim practice. And I noticed that Tucker, a couple times, had, it's hot outside. He just left his car running, keys in it, And as a parent, I felt an obligation, if this was my child doing this, I would want somebody to teach them that, hey, that's just an open invitation for somebody to take your car. That's right. So I go and I move his car across the parking lot to the splash pad, not that far away, right? But kind of angled to the extent that, when you're flustered and you're trying to look for, whatever you've lost, you're probably going to overlook it. It was that kind of hiding place. And then I put his keys in my pocket. And or maybe I think I put them on the tire or something like that, and then I walked away, and got back to my car. Next thing you know, I wish I had it on video.
Oh, that'd been fantastic.
He walks out,
Turkey neck and all.
He darts like back inside, and he's like, and then he's walking over and he's walking everywhere, and I'm kind of like ducking because I'm thinking if he sees me, he'll. And I'm not gonna lie to him. I've already stolen his car. Why would I lie to him at that point? That'd be unchristian.
Wouldn't be godly.
Wouldn't be godly to do that. I mean, I'm teaching a lesson. And so life lesson. It might have cost him a little bit emotionally, but didn't cost his parents anything.
That's right.
By losing a car. And so I kind of, after I see him pass by for like the third time, I'm like, okay, it's been probably 10 minutes. I'm like, I don't want him to call his parents or call the cops.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever had that happen before, but I just didn't want to relive that experience. And so he passes back by, and he's like, Mr. Ryan, have you seen my car? I said, is that not it? over there? And he was like, what? I didn't park it over there. And so he goes back over there and you can tell that relief just is over his face. And I'm like, hey, Tucker. I was like, I moved your car. Sorry. And he was like, what? What do you mean you moved my car? I was like, well, I just, I was thinking about, it was probably not a good idea. You leave it running out here. And it, it was kind of a tempting situation that I was just like, I want to go, get rid of that, or go do that. And, he was like, okay. He was like, I understand, lesson learned. And so I went up to John and Tara later on, and I was like, hey, I hope you're okay. I did this. And they're like, oh yeah, thank you for, once again, because they're like, no, we ain't gonna mess around with that. So yeah, that was really good. You got
that was the day that I body slammed River outside.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was messing with me and just picking with me, and it was hot. And I don't know what happened, but he had climbed up on my shoulder, and I just kind of shook him off.
Okay.
And head was the first thing to hit the ground. And we instantly walked in, and this was before he hit his little growth spurt.
Right. Yeah. Now
he's a little taller now. Not big, but just a little taller.
Well, yeah.
And I was terrified.
Yeah.
Terrified that I had to go to Mama Tara and tell her that I almost killed River. And she looked at me. He's like, he probably deserved it. I'm like, thank you so much.
I'm hearing that after that first instance you had where you thought you accidentally kidnapped a child.
Yeah, John, JT, Yasu.
I'm just saying, maybe we want to, and I body slammed a kid. I'm not,
That was the first event that we went to, me and Dakota
I
went
remember
to.
that. I remember how you called and confessed to me.
Yeah, it was the first event that we were youth leaders.
Right.
He had been in the director position. He asked me to come help him out, and I have a weird thing about I have to drive to places myself. I like having my own vehicle.
Yeah.
So JT was like, hey, I'll ride with you. Cool. Well, we get to Hampton Cove and we lose everybody. And I think this direction is taking me to the right spot, but I'm turning on some back roads in Hampton Cove that I don't know.
Because it was in Owens Crossroad, the church was in Owens.
It was. And I've got an underaged kid with me where I'm really hoping we don't get pulled over because I don't want to explain this.
Right, yeah.
I don't, but to his credit, he never blinked an eye. He's like, I had faith.
Yeah.
And I was like,
right.
I'm glad you did.
But just to clarify for if anybody's watching, you don't make it a habit of body slamming kids or.
Well, I did tell all the youth kids whenever I came in as a youth leader, I'm bringing bullying back. So
I'm not sure you can say
we're going to be they're going to be tougher. Okay.
You don't believe in gentle parenting, gentle leaders.
No.
Okay.
We get no participation trophies.
Yeah.
Agape youth group.
I like that. I love it. Okay, so once again, this is not the Jonathan and Ryan confession storytelling hour. This is the Hayden, Alabama podcast live at Agape. As you've seen the text scrolling on the bottom of the screen, you can register for the event by going to familyfunscottsboro.com. That's going to take you to the registration page. It's free. That's just going to give us a simple head count for the event. And there's probably some folks who are saying, well, they're gonna scroll past this video and they're not gonna register at all. And so why would you ask people to register beforehand? Why does that help? Because there's specifically food-wise. We got plenty of space in the room. It's limited, but we have plenty of space in the room. So why would it help you if people registered?
Just for preparation of how much food the guys need to cook. If we have that we think we're going to do 200, then we may cook 300. But if we see we're going to register 300, we cook 400 or 500 because, if you come hungry, we're not going to let you leave hungry.
Yeah, so. Right. Okay. And so, and once again, you can bring the whole family, and the registration, even though the event costs nothing, the registration just costs a little bit of your time. It's quick, so familyfunscottsboro.com. you can go and register there. And so, okay, we're going to watch another video here. I'm noticing Brother Blink is some of the one of the more popular
he is
characters.
He is, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to come Saturday, but he gives a good representation of the stories they tell, and they pull out of one another.
Okay, and we what did we do? We begged and pleaded, and so anyway, okay. So this one, that's not Brother Blink. That's somebody else.
You don't know who that is?
No, who is that?
That is Michael Waddell.
Michael Waddell. Okay, I saw he did something about his first deer thing.
Well, this one he's talking about Eddie Salter.
Okay.
Eddie Salter, if you know anything about turkey hunting, he is like the turkey killing guru.
Okay.
And it's just telling one aspect of this that I thoroughly enjoy, and as men we don't do it enough, is we sit around and we tell fishing stories, if is one way to put it. But
right.
We're having conversations with one another, and we're releasing steam from the work week, and we're doing these things, and we're confiding on one another's. That's one thing that pulled me to these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of them too, of, telling a good old hunting story. I think that is a core value that men need to bring back more of.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. So the landowner warned him about the fence.
Eddie, one time we was in a place, and so the old farmer says, he said, Eddie, if you go as far as you want to this way, he said, it's a mile to my property line, and that fence is the property line. Sure enough, we go, and we ain't really heard nothing, and we tracking, son. Well, sure enough, we get up to this fence line, and there's a turkey gobbling across this fence line. He's just hammering over there. Eddie cranked down on that turkey. He'd gobble again. Eddie said, let's just ease over there and see. We ain't gonna hunt him. We're just gonna see.
we ain't gonna do that.
We just gonna see what's over there. He said, ain't nobody out here cares about these turkeys much. So Eddie goes over this fence. We proceed to this next fence, and turkey gobbles. Well, he's right on past that fence. Eddie don't even hesitate. He crosses that fence. So this guy says, Eddie, the property owner said that first fence is the line. He said, I know. He said, he ain't say nothing about the second fence. And Eddie killed that turkey.
God!
Oh. Eddie Salter watched that, and he was like, I don't know what he's talking about. That's not, that wasn't me. It must have been somebody else.
But it's so relatable, though. I mean, we've all got these hunting stories of, especially my group of friends. We sit around and we tell these silly stories about, that time you fell walking out to the duck blind and you're soaking wet. And those things build camaraderie.
Yeah.
And I think that's a vital piece that us with all this nowadays, we don't get that relationship like we used to. And these guys sitting around doing this, it just brings something back to me about listening to my dad, my granddad. And we talk about the guys that sit at the Hardee's in the morning at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, eat breakfast together. This is bringing that back.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that.
Yeah, I love that. And that's what makes them kind of unique in terms of being, I see their little tagline is Southern storytellers, And so there's kind of a big following for like Shaun of the South and these guys because there's something that people miss, I think, about that life, that lifestyle. It's something we get when we go back down to my wife's family's property and where her family lives, and it's something I've kind of missed, moving up here, because down in South Alabama we had it's where I learned how to deer hunt, and so I think having more kids probably kept me from doing more of it here, but
You've got one or two.
running around all the time.
You could use them to run deer.
That's very true. That's I hadn't thought about that. Get
set up on the
Macy
other
and
side.
Davy and actually I still remember it was election day 2016. It was a pretty big day in a lot of people's memories, and that's what I was doing. I was actually hog hunting. I'd never been hog hunting
never
before. And a guy that I knew had let me borrow this. It was a semi-automatic 308.
Okay.
And HK, you know, it was heavy gun. And man, I was ready to go Rambo on some hogs. And so the guy who, and I'm thinking, that's a bad job. The guy who, you know, managed the property, he was like, I'm gonna start on this other end. I'm gonna wrestle them up and run them towards you. And you've seen that video where the it's like the combine is plowing the corn. Yep. And it's like all of a sudden he gets to the last part and those hogs just, I mean, there's like a whole herd of them. I don't know what's a group of hogs called.
I just want to say gaggle for some reason.
I think that's geese.
That is, but it just sounds right.
Okay, well, so there's a lot of hogs, you know, and I was picturing that, and I was like, I'm gonna mow them all down, you know. Never saw anything that day. But I will say this: I was worried about, you know, going Dick Cheney on somebody. You know, I mean, I love this guy who's invited me out to this property, and like he's running and I'm like, but you're running at me when I'm supposed to be killing, and so I'm like a little bit hesitant at the same time, and so anyway, but no hogs killed in that, and so there's maybe some common questions that people are asking about the event. Is it free?
It is.
This is a rapid fire round, Jonathan. So, can kids come?
Sure.
Okay. In fact, there may even be a kids giveaway.
Possible.
That's as big as the adult giveaway from what we talked about today.
Yep.
About how long you think the event's going to last? If we just say the 6 o'clock to...
I'll say we'll be out of here by 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Like at the latest.
At the latest, yeah.
At the latest.
Do I need tickets? If you mentioned about me having a big family, do I need tickets if I'm going to come?
No tickets of actually like getting anything, downloading anything. You will be given a ticket, a raffle ticket, kind of, sort of, at the door when you come in. So we'll make sure everybody has one before we start doing the drawings and stuff. But you will be given that when you get here.
Okay. Can I invite my neighbors if I want to invite my neighbors?
I hope you do.
Okay.
I'd love to meet them, and if they don't have a church family, we've got a place they can come after the event.
Okay. What if I don't know anyone or I don't like talking to people?
We'll send Shane to you.
Shout out to Shane, Sugar Shane. Not Shane
Not Shane.
Not the Hayden, Alabama podcast. Shane.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Shane McLemore.
Shane McLemore. We've mentioned his name a few times.
He's my favorite.
His wife has texted me once or twice, but I haven't gotten. It's not about this. About something completely different. Yeah. Well. Okay, so we're gonna watch another video. We got a couple more videos here. This is video number 5. And this is another one about Brother Blink. But
so I didn't want to pull up any of Shane or Philip.
Okay,
I didn't want to ruin it in case they got some story.
Right.
So these are just peripheral to
Okay.
give you an idea of what these guys, how they talk, and what they're going to bring to the table.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is Bud Traveling.
Traveling. That's
And-
Bud's wife.
And a trip to Nanny Frank's.
Nanny Franks.
Okay, well.
I got 2 dear friends in this world named Bud, and his wife is really named Traveline. And they had bought a Murray 48-inch cut lawnmower, had a huge yard. He wanted to pull it down to his mama's, her name was Nanny Frank, to get a man to come by to work on it because he was ashamed to ask him to come to his house because he didn't buy it from him. It was a piece of clothesline handy, and he just wrapped it around that ball. He had a Chevrolet 1-ton truck. He wrapped it around, made a half hitch in there. Said, Traveling, get over here and pull me over to Nanny Frank. When they hit that county road, Traveling got in that Chevrolet. She let the big dog eat. And Bud was back there going 40 on that Murray. Bud said, to my horror, she slammed on the brakes and whooped in at Nanny Frank. And Bud said, I just held her true, Reverend. that clothesline broke. And that Mary Maid tumble. If Bud wouldn't have been a tougher man as he is, it'd have killed me. Bud was taking more long steps. He's going to shoot Traveline out. He got up there and Traveline let that window down just a little bit and said, Bud, if I'm going to pull you, you got to follow me.
I just see that being a conversation between me and my wife, or you and Miss Mandy. Like, if you're gonna tell me to do something, you're gonna have to follow me.
Oh my goodness. I can honestly say that I can see that situation playing out in my house.
Yeah.
Not that I've had a piece of junk lawnmower before, it was not uncommon for Mandy to find me broke down in the yard every time that I was cutting the grass up until last year, and got a new lawnmower. But now it's so wet that I get stuck, and so you know about my troubles with my pickup truck, my beloved green Z71. That the second gear and the reverse is still somewhere in Calera, Alabama, from the last time that I was pulling a trailer and accelerated a little too quickly, and all of a sudden I hear wee, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good. Let's pull. I've got both dogs. Now this is just extended cab, okay? Now so I've got all three babies, all three car seats in the back seat by myself, pulling a golf cart. Now there should just be books written about my episodes pulling stuff down to South Alabama, like the time that my dog locked me in the Walmart parking lot locked me out of my truck. With it running, by the way, at 11 p.m. at night in the Greenville Walmart. After having a flat tire and having a tire explode on me. That was the first there too. But leaving the second gear and the reverse, in Calera. So pulling the lawnmower out, I can't do with the truck anymore. So this past weekend, with it being as wet as it was, I had 3 different times, 4 different times that I got stuck. And 2 of those times, Ella and the babies come on our little golf cart, and we've got a little, tow rope that we put around the front edge, and then I'll go, put her in gear and take off and get pulled out. Well, the third time I got stuck, I called Ella on the phone, and I was like, hey, you got to come get me out. She's like, I'm bathing the Vivian Macy. Like and I'm sitting there and I'm like stuck, and I turn over there and there's my 5-year-old son playing on the sand pile. And it goes through my mind, how early is too early for a child to learn how to work a zero turn? I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows.
The blades ain't going.
No, of course not. And so this golf cart also has a winch on the front. This is my grandfather-in-law's golf cart, and from when he was hunting, and he was older, and so I think either him or my brother-in-law fixed it up to where if he killed a deer, he could just winch it on there, whatever. And so they go, and I go and I pull it up to the front of the mower, and I go, Grady, and I said, come drive the lawnmower. His eyes get huge, like I think I just heard my dad right. He's gonna let me drive the lawnmower. I mean, he's been wanting to do this for years, right? I mean, since he could like 2 years old, since he could talk, and so he gets up there, and now he is just above the weight
to trigger
to keep the engine going. He leans and it starts cutting off. I'm like, no, step straight. And I'm trying to motion to him like this, and he's like looking at me like, what is that kind of signaling happening? And
we're still third base.
Right, yeah, I mean, like, what's going on here? And so he goes and he kind of assumes the the position of having both handles ready to go. And now y'all got to understand, I'm the king of shortcuts. The reverse on the golf cart, I had to unplug the little alarm thing.
Yeah.
Because it was broken.
Okay.
And so even when you put it in forward, it was like, And so I unplugged that. So the reverse still works in the golf cart. Yeah. And so I pull up, where I'm facing him, right? There was one time where Mandy was cutting the grass and she got stuck. And instead of putting it in forward, I kept it in reverse. Yeah. And I thought I'd broken both my wife's legs. Like, totally, she's screaming at me, and I'm like going back on her, with the golf cart, and she is hollering, "You got it!" I mean, like she is going crazy, and I turn back and I'm like thinking I'm going to see just carnage.
Is it some of them words to glorify God?
Yes, maybe some of those. It might have the sanctified language came out of her mouth. And so we go and I pull her out. So anyway, I was like, I don't want to do that to Grady. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull it straight to him, and that way I can look him in the face, because I'm picturing him thinking, this is my chance. I'm just gonna drive the lawnmower. But thankfully, of course, Grady did great, and we got it unstuck, and then it happened again, and so anyway, but he was so excited to tell his mom when she got home, Mom, I got to drive the lawnmower. My wife looks at me like, by himself. And do you ever get those looks where you're thinking,
daily,
I'm probably gonna be in trouble when it's just the two of us?
You can ask Dwayne Thomas. I make comments and I say things that I shouldn't say. That I live on the edge daily.
Oh,
I don't like to sleep well at night. Just like I'm afraid my wife's going to do something to me.
yeah. Well,
and I don't blame her.
Right. Yeah. We would all understand.
That's right.
I'd probably have to testify in her favor.
The lawnmower thing, it must just be around here or something. I remember vividly as a young man, my dad had like a little Ford yard tractor, and I know for a fact, we got the fire department called out twice in our yard. It's just in the middle of the yard on fire, and here comes the fire department passing us. They're like, "Hey, it's this thing on fire right here. Like, y'all missed us."
Oh my goodness.
So it's just something about lawnmowers, man, and rednecks.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so we got one more video before we play it. So this is this Saturday. The meal starts at 5. The event starts at 6. Hayden, Alabama podcast live at Agape Baptist Church, 78 Dick Hayes Road in Scottsboro, Alabama. Not just for people in Scottsboro, for anybody who wants to come, completely free event. And we're going to feed you a meal, your whole family a meal. We're going to do some giveaways. That big giveaway, Jonathan, is I think the colloquial term, or I think the slang term is a boom stick. Boomstick.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. What gauge was it again?
12 gauge.
A 12 gauge. So obviously, you got to be here to win that giveaway. We're not going to give the boom. You call it boom?
Boomstick.
Boomstick. We're not going to give the boomstick to a child. But there is a big child's giveaway. That may be something that is motorized. We'll just leave it at that, and see if we can make that happen. Right. But yeah, it will be giveaways for couples, families. There might be some gas cards thrown in there. Giveaways for, like we said, of the boomstick, and giveaways for the kids. So it's truly a family event, free event. So familyfunscottsboro.com. You can register, and as you register for that event, it's, like I said, here at Agape Baptist Church on this Saturday night. You'll hear some PSAs running on local radio stations. Yep. Invite your friends, and the whole family is welcome.
That's right.
Okay, so we got one more clip. This one is called Lucky Brought What? Okay. Lucky brought.
We're getting close to the 4th of July.
My cousin had brought her fiance. His name was Clyde Crockett. He went by Lucky. First time we'd ever met him. He walked up to my dad and introduced himself. And he was like, Mr. Glenn, I brought some special fireworks from the house. Do you mind if I shoot them at midnight? I said, no, son, go ahead. About 2 hours later, Lucky said, hey, y'all better get inside. These are kind of loud. So we walked in the house. Got a big bay window overlooking the yard. And Daddy was standing in the living room, and I was standing beside him. Lucky's up there by himself, had an old Army field jacket on. And I saw him light it, and when he lit it, he took off running like somebody shot at him. And when it went off, this blue flame shot, it said, whew, and almost knocked the bay window off the front of Mom and Daddy's house. Seriously, now listen, knocked the gutter off the left side of the house like that. Listen, threw dirt on top of it. My daddy screamed an awful word. He's in Vietnam. Daddy had a flashback, jumped on the couch, grabbed his head like that, and Mama was just screaming. And we walked out there, and Daddy said, son, what was that? Lucky said, it's dynamite caps.
Don't blow on his eardrums. Dynamite cap.
Okay, that was not what I was expecting it to be. I thought that was Lucky was going to be a dog or something like that. Good dynamite caps.
Yeah, man.
What in the world?
It's basically like tannerite.
Yeah, I mean I'm familiar with tannerite, but my goodness.
There's something about rednecks and guns and blowing stuff up, and I just.
We're not going to be blowing stuff up on Saturday night, right?
My bad. Excuse me for wanting to have a good time.
I mean, Jonathan was like, it's America's 250th birthday, not long after the party started, so we're going to blow up. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think there's going to be any, I know there's not going to be any explosions. No pyrotechnics, no tannerite.
In the building.
No fireworks either. And so that will be a kind of the some of the things you can expect for Saturday night, or some of the things you don't have to worry about for Saturday night. I guess I should put it as. I thought it was going to be a clip about like a dog or something like that. Bringing something
I would
up.
want, if I'm blowing stuff up, I'd want my name to be Lucky though.
Yeah. Not Terry, right? Back it up, Terry. Oh,
I'm not trusting anybody.
That's one of the best videos.
I'm not trusting anybody with explosives that has all their fingers and toes though. Like they just ain't got it.
I think you would want him.
No. He's learned. The guy has learned from his mistakes.
So, what I thought was going to happen was, like, you know how animals like bring up stuff to the back porch and stuff like that. I thought Lucky was going to be a dog, and that was going to, because that's happened to us like twice over the past few weeks. So, literally, Jonathan, like one, I can't, maybe I can show you the picture. So, a few weeks ago, Pugsley, like our old brown dog, she goes and I guess I'm gonna have to show you on here. She goes and she walks in the house, and it was early in the morning, and I was not in the room, but I hear my wife just go to screaming, and I like, it was the kind of scream where I was like, there's Biscuit inside the locked vehicle when she locked me out. And so, but it was the kind of scream that, like, I was thinking like something bad is happening. Somebody's hurt. The one of the babies had broke something on their person, and they need help. And so I run in there, and I'm walking in there, and I look and I see this dog, Pugsley, who's a Pekingese. And this is my mother-in-law's dog that I think she's going to live forever. She's immortal, never going to die. And so I go, and like I said, I don't know if it's on this shared album, but we go, and Pugsley has brought in, it looks like one of her toys, like a little stuffed animal. She has a full, big squirrel. Now, Pugsley's brown, Pekingese, she's like 12 pounds maybe. This squirrel is huge, taking up a lot of her mouth, and she's going, basically hey, look what I did. The cat was the one that killed it, but Pugsley chased the cat off, and now Pugsley's like, look at me, right? And so Mandy's freaking out. The babies are kind of like, yeah, and Mandy's thing is it going to be like a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation thing where she drops it and it's alive, and so now we got a squirrel in the house, and so Mandy goes and she's like, Ryan, get it out of make Pugsley drop it outside, but outside, don't make her. And I'm like, how are we going to make her drop? So we go get a treat, get it outside. Wouldn't you know, Lily steps up, and Lily's the one who actually got it away from her, and then I pick it up and go take it out. What happens again last week? And what's hilarious, Mandy loves her coffee on the back porch in the morning, right? And so Mandy is sitting there, and she's sitting in the chair, rocking back and forth, drinking her coffee, and Pugsley just kind of comes up and sits by her leg, almost like, look at me. Well, Mandy's not really paying attention. She goes to pet Pugsley with her foot. And right before she looks down, and Pugsley has a chipmunk. And once again, cat killed the chipmunk. Pugsley's like, look what I did. And we're like, no, you didn't, dog. You didn't kill that thing. And so, once again, Mandy's screaming, Ryan. And she said, we ain't got no treats anymore. We ain't got it. And she was like, go get the bacon. There's bacon in the refrigerator that's left over. And so I go get the bacon, and I go, and she drops it. And so, anyway, we've had very interesting past few weeks with our dog bringing stuff up. So, okay, so we're done. I'm done talking. By now, if you have, you've probably registered for the event at familyfunscottsboro.com. Have you looked at it? I mean, you're not going to be surprised, Jonathan, because it's actually the registration page that I think you created. Okay. But when people go to familyfunscottsboro.com, takes them right there. In the evening with Hayden Alabama podcast, and as we are wrapping up our time together, you can go there. Fun for the whole family, giveaways, all the things. If you got questions about it, now you just posted your cell phone number right there on the thing. Okay. I didn't do that. Maybe we should. Is that your cell phone number?
No.
Maybe you think we should change that?
Doxed myself. I apologize. I'm an idiot.
You were like, oh, it's asking for a phone number. I'm gonna put it, not realizing that it was actually gonna post. Okay, so let's go in and edit the website. I bet you've been signed up for at least every Democrat candidate.
I have been getting a bunch of those. Ryan,
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. What if Shane's maniacally laughing right now, or Dwayne, they're maniacally laughing?
That's why I'm going to sign them up for Jehovah's Witnesses. So, touche. If you're a Jehovah's Witness, you can come hang out with us.
You can come, yeah. And oh my goodness. Okay, so
Dwayne talk to you.
Hey, we would go. We'd do it. And so let's what did you call it? An evening with.
My favorite when we were talking about the explosives and stuff earlier. So I tried out for the EOD unit in Jacksonville.
What's EOD?
Explosive Ordnance Disposal.
Okay.
There's a National Guard unit over there. So when I was in, I tried out for those. And one of the jokes those guys told me, they always get questions like, how do you deal with this? And you're always dealing with these volatile situations and stuff. And the guy hit me with well, I'm either right or it's not my problem anymore. Mm-hmm. Touche. And that's probably why that guy's named Lucky. So.
Yeah, for real, that's hilarious. Okay, so let's refresh it and see. Okay, it's not on there anymore.
Is that the church?
Yeah, that's the church number. Okay. Yeah,
I've never called the church.
Okay, so you've gotten a little taste of the Hayden Alabama Live podcast tonight. We are looking forward to the event Saturday night. And these are great guys, great storytellers. You're going to have a fun time. Great gift for Dad. Great way to spend some time with him before Father's Day. Great date night. Great family fun night. Free meal at 5. The event starts at 6. And so anyway, you got anything else to let us know about before we sign off for the evening?
No, I'm just excited to see everybody, ready to have a good time, good laughs, good fellowship. What better way to spend Father's Day?
That's right. That's right. Well, thank y'all so much for tolerating, maybe would be the way to put it, our antics tonight. And please like and share this video so that other people can see it and be invited to the event on Saturday night. And so for Agape Baptist Church and for the Community Care Village, I'm Ryan Johnson, and Jonathan Light from Real Life with Christ has been my companion for the evening. And that sounds weird. My brother talking about the event.
Just make it weird, man.
And so we hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. We'll look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
See you guys.
Are you still trying to figure out what to do with Dad this Father's Day weekend? Bring the whole family to Agape Baptist Church this Saturday night, June 20th, for an evening of food, fun, and laughter featuring the acclaimed Hayden, Alabama podcast live. Dinner begins at 5 o'clock, the show starts at 6, and everyone will be entered into our big giveaway. It's completely free and designed for the entire family. Join us at Agape Baptist Church, 78 Dick Hayes Road in Scottsboro. Learn more at familyfunscottsboro.com or call 256-574-5992.